Hey brother, I want to try something a little bit different. It's a beautiful day today. The sun is going down. So you'll notice as this video goes on, it's going to get darker and darker. So I'm going to try to make it quick, but I have an important message that I want to share with you. It's something I've been thinking about a lot. All the self-improvement stuff that we're doing, the physical fitness, learning how to courageously approach girls in order to cultivate confidence and all those things. All that stuff is really important, but the number one most important thing that I want to bring to your attention, which is the foundation for all of it, is learning how to be 100% honest with yourself. A lot of men aren't able to go within, to sit in silence for an uncomfortable amount of time and objectively face the truths that they need to face. What are the things that you're avoiding within yourself? And I know that this concept can seem kind of woo-woo at times, but it is the foundation that has allowed me to do self-improvement type practices with the ability for sustainability. If you want to be able to sustain this path that you're on, then you need to be honest with yourself. Take time, sit on your couch in silence, set your alarm on your phone if you need to, put it on the other side of your house, and sit there for 20 minutes. You can close your eyes. You can focus on your breath if you need to. And this is a form of meditation. And if you're finding that it's uncomfortable and you have this unbearable, painful feeling of boredom, that's what you need to lean into. Because beneath all of that, beneath the ego part of you, are the answers that you're seeking. And there are plenty of methods out there to get to this place. For some, it's doing uncomfortable things like cold showers, sitting with that discomfort, letting your ego freak the fuck out until you get to the bottom of your true essence. It could be running long distances, getting to that point where you can't go any further, and then you go further anyway. It could even be sitting with plant medicine, which is something that's not for everybody, but that has been part of my journey and part of my path. I think the reason why that a lot of guys have issues with sustaining their self-improvement practices is because it's coming from a superficial place, and a place of trying to be validated and to feel worthy. But when you face yourself and you sit with the silence and uncover all of these parts of you that you've been avoiding, then you can continue to be on the path of self-improvement and self-forgiveness, and also being able to forgive others. I know all of this can seem, like I said, very woo-woo, but I want the self-improvement journey to be something that is sustainable for the rest of your life, and not just a phase that you are in for a year or two and then you fall off. And like I said, be objectively honest with yourself. What are the things that you're avoiding? You know, are you overweight? If you are, then why? Is food something that you find comfort in? Is that your vice? What is the root of that? Sitting in silence is usually the thing that can uncover those truths for you. It's rarely external. The self-improvement path, these videos, books, they're great. But deep application of those things can only come once you've done this work of sitting in silence. Face the boredom, face the discomfort, find that inner voice within you. And when you do, when you tap into that, all of these things become easier. Some people call that inner voice their higher self, their higher mind, God. I call it God at this point. It's the thing that guides me. It's the thing that told me to sit in this weird fucking field as the sun is going down and speak to you without a script and just from a place of conviction. It's what guides all of this. And it is the one thing that will bring light to your self-improvement journey instead of this grim determination of not feeling good enough or feeling like shit. I do have a reference for that feeling as well, because it ultimately led me to this point of self-love and higher calling and God. And if you're watching this video, it's for a reason. I'm obviously still going to always make videos about applicable things that you can do, steps you can take, how to get good at fitness, how to get good at talking to girls, how to do all these things. But just know that the foundation for all those things is something much deeper. And when you're coming from that deeper place, it'll be a lot more fulfilling. So sit with yourself. Okay? Find that inner voice. Do whatever you need to do. Find the practices that work for you. For me, sitting in silence was part of that. And then it was the cold showers, because I remember I would do that and it would start with this discomfort, but then all of a sudden I would find myself crying and I didn't know why. And it wasn't because of the pain of the physical pain of the cold showers. It's like my ego, as I got beyond it, something came to the surface and I saw things. Oh, like I need to heal. I've been running from this emotion. I've been running from forgiving this person or doing this hard task, or loving myself in this way by showing up for myself. So find that thing for you, okay? Sit in some discomfort, learn to meditate, not to be better than the next person, but so that way you can tap into that inner voice that has all the fucking answers and knows exactly what you need to do. It knows what your purpose is. It knows what you need to do in order to heal, so you can unlock the inner potential that the world needs. But yeah, I know these kinds of videos aren't for everybody, these more spiritual ones, but for those of you that resonate with these conversations, I wanted to speak to you. This is also the kind of stuff we talk about in the Conscious Men community. Some of these Zoom conversations, when we're not talking about the superficial parts of self-improvement and we dive deeper into the spiritual aspects, man, like, they're very fulfilling. And it's amazing to be able to talk about this stuff. If that interests you, link in description. You are loved, you matter, and you've barely scratched the surface of what you're capable of. I don't even know if you can see me still, because the sun has gone down completely. I'll talk to you soon.